Hi! Welcome to today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about world problems. So first, I want you to please look at these 4 pictures. What happened in each? And which one do you consider to be the worst? Why? Of course, we have a pandemic, a fire, a robbery, and a pileup. Think about this so we can share during our class. Great. Now I want you to think about what you think are the biggest problems in the world right now. Please pause the video and write down 2 or 3 ideas. Okay, now we're going to listen and we're going to check if your ideas were mentioned. Let's begin.
Page 54. Lesson B. A better future? 1. Vocabulary text. A. What are some of the biggest problems that the world faces today? Make a list. Then listen to 4 people. Which of your ideas are mentioned? We asked people, what's the biggest challenge facing the world today? Here are some of their views and hopes for the future. Aya from Hiroshima.
Well, I wish we could eradicate poverty. The gap between the rich and the poor keeps getting bigger. There's something like 2 billion people who live below the poverty line. I just wish we distributed wealth more fairly.
Luis from San Salvador.
I guess I'd choose protecting the environment. And pollution is, I think, the biggest problem. I just wish everywhere hadn't gotten so polluted. Environmental protection is critical if we're going to survive. I also wish we invested more in green projects. I hope that makes sense.
Pin from Chiang Mai.
The biggest challenge? The eradication of hunger. I really wish someone would find a solution. You see all these poor, starving people. 16,000 kids die every day from starvation. No one should be hungry in this day and age. The problem is mostly one of food distribution. There are enough wealthy countries to solve it. I just wish I knew what to do about it.
Tom from San Diego.
There are so many unemployed people, especially with the economy the way it is right now. I wish the government would do something to reduce unemployment and create new jobs. I hope they put more investment in job creation.
Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Now, I want you to please go to student book page 54. Please read the text and find words that are similar. For example, I found eradicate and eradication. Now pause the video and find the other pairs. Then we're going to comment check. Okay, great. So you should have found poverty and poor, distributed and distribution, wealth and wealthy, protecting and protection, environment and environmental, pollution and polluted, invested and investment, hunger and hungry, starving and starvation, unemployed and unemployment, and create and creation. Did you find all of these pairs? Great. Now, if you notice, some of these words are nouns, some are adjectives, and some are verbs. So let's go ahead and practice. We continue on student book page 54, but this time we're working on exercise B. We need to choose the correct form of the verbs to complete the sentences. For example, unemployed or unemployment is not a big problem. Well, in this case, the right word should be unemployment. There is plenty of invest or investment in jobs. Well, invest, as you know, is a verb, so in this case, it doesn't make sense. We should use investment, the noun. Now pause the video and complete the other sentences. Then come back to check. Okay? There is no solution to the problem of poverty. Eradication 3. There's definitely a problem with the distribution of wealth. 4. I know people are starving. Priority sorting out. And finally, there should be more job creation programs for young people. Did you get the words right? Great. So if you noticed, sometimes we needed a verb, right? But sometimes we needed a noun or even an adjective. So let's go ahead and continue. Please go to your workbook page 35. Here we need to complete 4 conversations using the words in the boxes. Let's complete the first conversation together. A. Look at that homeless woman with her children. It's so depressing. Poverty is such a huge problem in the city. So many families are struggling. So many what families? In this case, it would make more sense to use an adjective. So let's find an adjective in the box. Well, we have 2, right? Poor and wealthy. Which one do you think makes more sense here? Well, if we're talking about families that are struggling, definitely the one that makes sense is poor. Now pause the video and complete the rest. Then come back to check. Okay, next. I know the distribution of wealth is a real issue. I can't believe how incredibly wealthy some people are. Seriously, what do they do with all that money? Okay, next you should have had invests in job creation. Next we have they create, and then I wish there were more investment. Okay, now let's complete conversation 2. Pause the video while you work on this, please. Okay, great. We're going to check in class. Complete conversation 3. One more time, pause the video. Great. And now, complete conversation number 4. Okay, we're going to check all of these during our class. I will see you then.